what's happening? So Twitter has been blowing up right now because Shueisha has been on a murder spree, just getting accounts banned, posts removed, and just completely asserting their dominance due to copyright strikes. Meanwhile, everyone has been posting on Twitter, freaking out, wondering what's happening. People's accounts were being suspended because they were posting GIFs. Yes, you heard me right, GIFs. Those are getting your account suspended. Twitter right now is just pure chaos. YouTubers and other fellow anime fans were all worried, of course, wondering, would they be next? I won't lie, I was a little worried and immediately checked my account, but luckily I was okay, and I knew I had to talk about this because this came out of nowhere. Even professional accounts who work in the anime industry were getting their accounts banned. And even in some cases, fan art was getting people's accounts taken down as well. The most famous one that I've noticed so far was Shueisha copyright striking Fenyo, who is well known for making official Dragon Ball art and is commissioned by Shueisha. This is also not just Dragon Ball content, it's happening to One Piece, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dr. Stone, the list just goes on. Just a quick background check for anyone who isn't familiar with Shueisha. They are the parent company who publishes manga, and this would include Jump magazines like Shonen Jump, Young Jump, and Weekly Jump. As you may know, that's where a large portion of our favorite mangas all come from that you can pick at the Konbini in Japan. Side note, it was also a lot of fun heading to the Konbinis in Japan to pick up the next issue of the magazine. Sure, maybe it was all in Japanese and I couldn't read it, but it was such an amazing experience just to do something so simple, but yet something you can't really do here easily in Canada or the US. So of course, what's on most people's minds is, why is this happening? Some people thought because of the recent changes to some Japanese laws, stating if you download illegal manga, magazines, or other materials such as anime, films, and the list just kind of goes on, you might face legal charges. Though it also mentions downloading a few frames from a manga or posting photos where the manga is not the focus is okay, and it also mentions fan fiction or parodies is fine as well, and of course abiding to the universal fair use laws. After further digging, it seems Shueisha outsourced a third-party company that unleashed a bot that identifies art or keywords that have been posted and then comes slamming down on your account with that copyright strike. Now, this is purely speculation. I've looked everywhere to try to find a clear answer to this, but so far it seems to be mainly the strongest theory, which also just makes the most sense due to the random method that a lot of people's accounts have been striked. So now, should we all be panicking? Well, no. As I've already mentioned, this appears to be a bot that I think was overreacting and taking its job a little too seriously. So for the time being, I think people should be more careful with what they are posting, but overall, I think if you aren't purposely trying to upload full manga chapters or anime episodes, then you should be fine. Also, as I mentioned, I don't think this was due to the changes in Japanese law and was more just Shueisha hiring someone to do a job, and well, they kinda took their job a little too far. I do think copyright laws need some major changes as they are severely outdated and were created well before the days of the internet were even a thought. And because of this, so many creators are constantly running into issues, but at the same time, I understand companies want to protect their IPs because that is what makes them money, and that's understandable. I do think companies need to be more aware that fans are the driving force of their industry, and without us, they don't have an industry to stand on. So fans sharing photos or clips or making fan art because they love the content is what drives the fans to keep them coming back for more. If you alienate your fans enough, they will just go elsewhere. So I hope companies start to recognize this and embrace something that is actually free advertising for them. Now, don't get me wrong, I do agree companies that own their IPs should protect their IPs, and people shouldn't be uploading manga or anime for others to consume for free. And some people need to understand that yes, anime isn't free, and it costs companies lots of money to create these things we love to read and watch. So I think as fans, we also need to show some respect, and if you can help support the things that you love, then do so by throwing some money at it and buying the product or service. Though respect is also a two-way road. So Shueisha, I hope you don't keep targeting the small person who is just a fan and showing their love and passion. So how do you feel about Shueisha going Terminator style and going on a rampage? Do you think it's just a mistake and they didn't mean to go as far as they did? Or do you think it was entirely deliberate and they were asserting their dominance on the fan base to let them know who's boss? Okay, I was kind of just trying to make that sound cooler than it did. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and comment below your thoughts. That's it for this one. See you in the next video.